A wonderful breakaway opportunity. So the first corner coming up for Orange County. We'll see if they can draw first blood. It's going to be the Dutchman, Jerry Van Uwijk, standing over it, 25-year-old, in his first season in American soccer. And a wonderful opportunity to inflict some early damage. Good-looking corner, takes a bounce right in, and a scramble from Snedden, who keeps it out of net. Once again, the goalkeeper summoned into action.
And that ball almost had eyes. It just kind of went off a foot and slowly rolled, and great effort by Snedden to push that off the post.
Now keep up to date with all the USL action all season long by visiting the new USLsoccer.com for everything you need to know about the USL and its 29 teams. Real strange corner kick, and those counting their blessings there with a little bit of good fortune. No one seemingly aware of it, only Snedden quick and first to react. Here's Ariano, who started the game at left fullback last week against Seattle, and now will form the partnership for the first time this season alongside Angola. Such a big ask against a mighty foe. Lonergan gets stuck in, bounces out for Alvarez, and it's nicely read by Adrian Vera. Collected by Angola. And Hernandez trying to feed Ethan Zubak to no avail. Easily cleaned up in the back by Joe Franco, and here come Orange County, and they're content to go with that long ball up and over the top, bypassing that midfield.
Yeah, they just are not in sync on that, though. I mean, yeah, I think when you have a chance to put a ball into space for LaCroix, yes, but I think that's the one guy and the only guy that has that kind of speed.
Fuji, part of that midfield too tonight with Juarez dropping in. Hernandez for Diallo. Flag is up against Ethan Zubak, who is in the offside position. Open start, entertaining first 15 minutes. Much better beginning we see from the home team than last weekend against Ezra Hendricks in Seattle Sounders FC2. Came out like gangbusters and had 2 goals in the first quarter of an hour themselves. A team looking for just its 5th goal of the season. Scoring 4 in their first 4, trying to find that creativity, that synergy going forward. Diallo, the Frenchman. Safely back to Ariano. Los Dos fighting their way back. Late on against Seattle last week just before halftime, but couldn't muster anything going forward despite a much improved performance in the second half. Let's see what a week of rest does for Orange County. Your coach has been there, and you know, sometimes the rest can do you good, but sometimes it comes a little too early in the season.
Well, I think one of the things that it does help, though, when it comes early in the season, gives you a chance to work on things that occurred early in the season to perfect in training, and that's always helpful when you can get some training time.
Now, Mike Munoz telling Ralph and I he wanted his team to come out and be the aggressors from the get-go and take it right to Orange County. A team that likes to open up and play their own brand passing style. Ariano safely back to the feet of Snedden. Brought down by the Belgian Mouse. Salomon Vivius, Mexican at the center of that Orange County defense. Easily controlled by Los Dos' Ian Lonergan. Here is Vera, who's come in an inside role, and the lively Hernandez, who's been an exciting addition to the starting 11 tonight. Diallo. He's made some progress before he's chopped down. So it's going to be a free kick here for LA. All in all, Ralph, you could say a much better beginning than what we saw a week ago against Seattle.
Oh, night and day difference, Christian. I mean, a much better start, more of the ball. They've been more in control. The ball's been more on the left half of this field, going to our left. The Galaxy had some chances, and I think one of the things now is this is a good opportunity here with this free kick from this angle.
So we'll see if Fuji can put it right into that danger area. Diallo, Zubak forward along with Ingola and Ariano. As Orange County mark up man for man. And the referee spotting something as Fuji gets a chance to tie his shoe, and Franco a little too much shoving that time with Ingola as well as Ariano, and Villalobos getting into the mix as well for Orange County SC. So Fuji's delivery lofted up over that far post. Player goes down for LA. It goes right back into the mixer. Danger here for Orange County, and they avert it. A last-ditch clearance. Zubak. Nice reverse ball played through, supported by the fullback Lonergan. The cross picking out the head of Diallo. As Fuji, quick to retreat, puts it right back into the danger area, and Diallo couldn't react in time, and it squirts free now for Van Uwijk.
There was a few times there that the Galaxy had balls to be chances to serve in the box, opportunities, but OC did a good job of just getting that ball out of danger.
Some high pressure from Estrada and Zubak, trying to shorten that field. They've had problems with distribution, Orange County. It's Ariano in a foot race with LaCroix, and the Los Dos defender wins that duel.
Boy, does he have some space, pace, LaCroix.
He's going to be a menace. Ian Van Uwijk already partnering up for 3 goals for Orange County. The cross just over it, punched away by Snedden. Franco thinks about it. Fuji with a delicate touch. Zubak dropping that shoulder and racing past the defense. He's gotten in behind, gets off a great cross, but it only meets the head of Orange County's Joe Franco. More pressure here and a galloping run forward. That one's cleared away by the former Galaxy man, Oscar Sorto. It's a big part of the setup here over the years for Los Dos. Lonergan. Interesting talking with Mike Munoz this week here, Ralph, saying, hey, we're going in a different direction. We're going with youth as opposed to some of these teams. Let's go with some more experienced older players.
Well, I think it's good in the merit. I mean, you know, FC Dallas surely has merited that way, and I think the Galaxy are looking to do the same. They feel very confident in their academy people and the development, and obviously Mike should be, because he was down there working at that level. Just like I think Curtis has a lot of confidence in the guys that play for him with Los Dos that have moved up to the first team. So that makes a big difference when you coach them and train them every day. You see their growth, you see their development, and you realize, hey, they can move as they have moved up that ladder to play in the different leagues, USL League, MLS.
Sami Pineda, nice ball played wide for Van Uwijk. It's got the support on the left-hand side. This is where Orange County really need to get a foot in this game. And it's overhit for Villalobos. LA Galaxy too a little depleted this evening. The 2 suspensions hitting them hard. Jaime Villarreal serving the 3rd of his 3-match ban. Andre Zonga was given a retrospective suspension by the disciplinary committee after picking up his 2nd booking of the season last week. Some sorely missed presence in the center of the park alongside Rio Fuji, but a chance for Alex Juarez to show off his wares in a new position. Victor Pineda dropping it back for Sorto.
Well, I think the big difference you see tonight is that they really are doing a much better job of stepping up their defensive pressure on putting it on Orange County on their back half, you know, and not letting them build and putting them under pressure when they are trying to build the ball out of the back.
Little pressure here. Lyon able to get it away under the duress provided by Jonathan Estrada. Alvarez. Franco, and a foul. Quickly acknowledged by Rio Fuji. And fans, stay up to date on the latest USL news and information from around the league. Tune in to USL Coast to Coast with Mike Watts on Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Sirius XM FC Channel 85. Also, don't forget Sirius XM FC will air the USL Game of the Week. Please check uslsoccer.com for dates and times. Enterprising start, you could say, full of adventure. Los Dos is Hernandez caught, and a chance now for Orange County Soccer Club to break. It gets in behind Engelda. Out comes Snedden. LaCroix is in. He tries to pull it across the face of goal, and it's a goal line clearance by Los Dos. Right place at the right time, and I believe it was Ian Lonergan who was there last. But another near brush with disaster.
There's that speed that he has, LaCroix, and he got right in behind the defense, and you can't even see him coming sometimes because you're looking at the ball, and all of a sudden you look to your left and he's there.
Estrada now taking on all comers, tended to by Salomon Wibius. Part of that partnership back there with Oscar Sorto. As Carlos Alvarez will drop deep, the young 20-year-old. Some alert defending from Lonergan, saving Los Dos' bacon that time.
Well, I think the challenge that you're seeing here tonight is that as much as the Galaxy have maybe more possession, a little bit better play, the danger that Orange County can come at you with LaCroix up top. That's like two dangerous situations that he's made happen with his ability.
Diallo trying to play it out of the back for Estrada, but it's cleaned up by Zubak. Some good hold-up play from Ethan Zubak. 19-year-old from Corona has scored on his 19th birthday last weekend in that losing effort. 2 goals on the season in the teenage striker. Growing each and every week. It's come out wide for Hernandez. Diallo applying the support from right back, and Orange County looking very comfortable in the back right now and looking to hit on the break. Good ball forward. LaCroix. Supported by Gustavo Villalobos. That anchor in the center of midfield, and it'll be offside against Van Uwijk and Orange County. It's been easy on the eye.
Well, it's been 25 minutes now that, you know, I think both teams have settled in. They've settled in nicely. You could see the difference a little bit in their approach of how they want to get the goal and how they want to score. A little more directness by OC, but you know, at times they can put patience to their game. But you can see the Galaxy having a little more indirect play, just to build it, more combinations being played to get the ball forward.
Here's Hugo Ariano, the homegrown player, and a product of that LA Galaxy Academy. He's really looked the part as a versatile defender. Here's the 21-year-old from Norwalk. Trying to play it up and over, but that's easy pickings in the center for Salomon Wibius. Meus. Once again going long as Van Uwijk slips around Diallo, who recovers well enough. It will be a throw here for the visitors. Still no goals between these two as we just passed the midpoint of half number 1. Villalobos now for Orange County. Support on that left side by the Belgian Meus. who opts for Ami Pineda. Real cohesive defensive effort so far from Los Dos. Alvarez challenged nicely by Fuji. They keep possession. Ami Pineda centrally now. Victor Pineda. Victor Pineda, who got that goal a few weeks ago at Portland, combining with that penalty strike from Jerry Van Uwijk. They extend it inside now, and a chance to operate in tight spaces. Alvarez is nearly through. Out comes Snedden. Another dangerous moment inside that penalty box for Los Dos.
Well, that one I had to take my hat off to them. That was a good possession. They held the ball for the side. They moved it side to side, patient with it, and then worked it, and then they almost got themselves a good chance. Good save by the keeper, Snedden, for the Galaxy there.
So LaCroix looking to apply his attacking talents here on the second corner of the evening for Orange County Soccer Club. Jerry Van Uwijk standing over it. LaCroix heavily marked. 29th minute, this one curls out, sails over everybody. Picked up by Estrada, who just sends it forward blindly. Just enough time for LA to gather their wits. Meus. Los Dos looking for their second shutout of the season. Got that clean sheet on opening day, but they've conceded quite a few goals since. 7 to be precise. Here's Lonergan now. That angled ball in, finding only the goalkeeper, Charlie Lyon. And now we're seeing Orange County having a better spell here, limiting the progress and chances for the home side.
Well, there's too many balls there, just like that one Lonergan gave, that just, go to no one, and it becomes an instant turnover.
Here's Sorto now for Orange County. It's, of course, the first of 2 back-to-back meetings between these two. Next weekend, both Los Dos will be off before they travel to Orange County on May 6th. Ariano. Lovely touch in the center from Juarez to pick out Fuji, who couldn't control, just hindered by Alvarez. The midfield for Orange County really growing into the game. Sorto skies for the header. It drops fortuitously for Hernandez. He sends it out wide as Zubak drifts into a more withdrawn role on the periphery. Good change of direction from the teenager. Whips in a very good ball and summoning the best out of Wibius.
That was a good ball that he whipped it and turned in, but not enough people in the box, staying with him and with what he's trying to do.
Here's Carlos Alvarez. There's Orange County withstanding that early storm from Los Dos, starting to grow into this game. Here's Joe Franco. Alvarez calls his own number. Perhaps a little bit overly audacious, you could say. Easy in the end for Snedden. Now, Nike's a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. Still no goals between these two. Jean-Jospin Anguilla. His partner there, Hugo Ariano. The first time those two have had a chance to start from the get-go since opening, or rather that loss against San Antonio back on April 1st. Here's Fuji. Sorto now for Joe Franco. Franco, of course, the only change last time out for Orange County from that loss on the first against Sacramento Republic, and the referee's going to have a word and show some yellow in the center of the park.
Well, I think he's seen a couple of times now that there's been some fouls on Fuji, and I think that he's trying to protect the player. So maybe the wrong foul that draws you the yellow. But Fuji's working hard. He's putting in a good effort tonight. He's really trying to be around the ball, on the ball, really be industrious tonight with his work, and his work rate.
So confirmation, Pineda booked. Fuji on the free kick, good looking, delivering right into the teeth. Great opportunity and a super save from Charlie Lyon to deny Ethan Zubak. Best chance of the evening for either team tonight.
That was a big time save. That was a world-class save there, because he's going one way and the ball's behind him, and was able to get his arm up and to parry that ball over the top. Good header by Zubak. Good ball played into the box. Galaxy was denied just by great goalkeeping.
Some incredible reactions from the 25-year-old Charlie Lyon. Vera delivers a good-looking corner, far post, Lyon out, can't control, and hooked away by Wibius. Great spell for Los Dos, and the referee's going to call it back at a free kick here for Orange County Soccer Club. My goodness, a wonderful chance there for Zubak to draw first blood and open LA's account.
I think one of the things, as you'll see on this replay, the ball comes right across, and Zubak does just the right thing, just inside the foot, just try to get it on frame, but good save.
Great stuff from the former Marquette man, Charlie Lyon. His first season with Orange County Soccer Club, and former Seattle Sounder. So a couple of brushes with disaster averted for both of these two, and Bennett Snedden equaled by Charlie Lyon. Standout performances for both goalkeepers thus far, keeping us goalless with 10 minutes remaining in half number one. Villalobos locates Van Uwijk, who drops off just behind LaCroix. Here's Pineda, who is just booked, and the flag is up against Carlos Alvarez. Easy call for the linesman.
I think one of the things that this league does provide, it provides players opportunities. Maybe they get let go by one club, it goes to another club. The expansion gets more guys opportunities. I mean, so you just look at you look at Oscar Soto, you look at the goalkeeper for Orange County Line. These guys get a chance because there's other teams that may see them and think that, hey, they do have the talent to play.
Some athletic goalkeeping displayed by both. Wibius, and a chance for Lyons to show off his footwork. Ariano wins the duel and also wins the favor from the referee. So free kick at midfield. And that chance really coming at the right time, because Orange County really starting to gain confidence and grow into this game. A chance for LA to inflict some damage and perhaps give Orange County something to think about there. Just rattle their cage slightly. Estrada can't get to it. Sorto can. Locates Villalobos, who's harassed by Arellano. And a bit of a petulant challenge. And the referee says, hey, cool your jets. As a talking to for Ugo.
Well, I think one of the things that is evident, I think, clearly it was a good first 15 minutes by Los Dos, and I would say, hey, the last 15 minutes have been good for Orange County Blues. I think that they've settled in nicely, and they've made the game very competitive now.
Long searching ball from Wibius, right off the head of Van Uwijk. just lost it in flight and claim it back behind Ami Pineda. Fullbacks really like to push forward for Orange County. Franco on the right side, Mayos the Belgian on the left, and it's intercepted in center of the park. Zubak dropping off and providing some good hold-up play in possession. Hernandez linking well with Diallo. This is better from Los Dos. Zubak's done well to wriggle free and found himself a little bit of daylight in behind. The crossover, but only off the head of Joe Franco. Juarez keeps it forward now and tidily swept up in central midfield by Orange County.
I think one of the things that they got to understand, the Los Dos, when Zubak has that ball wide, you should make your run early, because he has whipped in 2 good balls, but the guys are a little late anticipating when that ball's coming, because he's hit 2 good ones that I felt were of quality.
And you look at him, you think he's one of those guys that might be the recipient or able to latch onto those crosses, but he's provided some good supply tonight. Here's Alvarez, meanwhile, looking to just stem the tide slightly and go straight in front of that penalty area. No one able to claim it for Orange County. Estrada loses out. Joe Franco gets it back. Ami Pineda. Roy Meus. Nuvike. Just harassed and frustrated that time by Bradley Diallo. Eventually the foul called on the young French defender. People forget he's only 18. And he's already seen some experience with the first team this season, Bradley Diallo. So the free kick coming up here for Orange County. Team that's never won here at StubHub. Hopeful ball easily claimed by Ariano, calmly distributing out of the back alongside Angola. Bradley Diallo. His first stint on the right-hand side of defense. Zubak, nice layoff here. Vera has the run of Estrada. Good one, too. Estrada put in there for Los Dos, but it's read nicely by Wibius. Timed his challenge to perfection, and the young Estrada proving to be a good foil tonight for Ethan Zubak. LA Galaxy fans, sit back, unwind, and join Los Dos for this year's Wine Wednesday night. Coming up on May 10th, you can enjoy discounted wine specials as you watch the future the LA Galaxy take on Real Monarchs SLC at 7:30. Fans can save money by purchasing their Los Dos tickets in advance online at lagalaxy.com/2. Little stop-start here in the dying embers of half number 1. Don't let the scoreline fool you. It's been vastly entertaining. Some great chances, wonderful saves by both Bennett Snedden as well as Charlie Lyon. Ami Pineda now for Orange County, supported by Joe Franco. Sorto has become a permanent fixture at Orange County after such a long time with Los Dos. That cross played early, good looking cross at that from Mayos, and with LaCroix able to turn on the Jets, that's not a bad decision, but straight into the gloves of Snedden. Van Uwijk with the turn. Links up well, LaCroix is onside, it's LaCroix firing wide. And the best chance for Orange County SC goes begging.
Oof. That was some effort there. He got in the gap, he got in the hole there, turned on that ball, and and really whipped the shot, but went way over the top. As we get another opportunity maybe to see this, you could see his pace. He comes back from offside, onside, gets in that little hole there, turns, and just puts it high and over the top to miss that chance.
Some lovely, good linking play that time between Uvijk and LaCroix. Finishing just lacking that extra bit of spit and polish, as they say. Fuji. And he took his licks. Saw it coming too. Clattered into, and this is where Victor Pineda just has to tread a little bit lightly. He's the only man booked, the Orange County captain.
Well, he came, and I think he was anticipating, you know, Fuji not to turn, just to play with his back to goal, and he was trying to come from that way. And then when he turned, he just really had a collision in there, right into his chest and face, really.
Long diagonal ball, lovely control that time from Hernandez on his professional debut this evening. Let's drop back now. Ariano for Lonergan. Good ball down the line. Adrian Vera in that wider role, but relinquishes possession too easily. Orange County only too happy to oblige. Dropping back now is Victor Pineda, finds its way to Jerry Van Uvijk. Good 1v1 challenge. Won that time by Bradley Diallo. And now a rare counter-attacking opportunity, and here come Los Dos. They've got the numbers forward, near side. Support arriving in the form of Rio Fuji. He can pick a pass, shakes one through. Fuji calls his own number, takes a deflection off the defender. Retrieved by Jorge Hernandez. Wasn't a lightning quick counterattack, but presented a positive chance. That one fired in and lacked any accuracy whatsoever. Final minute plus added on time here at the Track and Field Stadium at StubHub. Get a good look at Jonathan Estrada, giving the run out this evening in place of the injured Adonis Amaya. Quickly taken on that throw-in. Van Uvijk slips around Diallo, who got the best of him last time. It's a fascinating individual battle that's starting to brew over there. Juarez lending his help in a 2v1 situation. Van Uvijk trying to get himself out of a precarious spot. Orange County able to keep possession. This is Ami Pineda. Victor Pineda. And we move into stoppage time. Alvarez with a shake. Vera can't control as it pops out for Franco, who lends his support from a defensive position. And that is going to do it. 45 minutes in the books. Several good chances for both of these two teams, Ralph.
No, there were some chances by both teams, and some good goalkeeping saves, and then some near misses. But clearly a game here that I think both teams have played well at given moments and times, and defended well, and obviously some very good goalkeeping.
Now, Ethan Zubak was put in, but wonderful goalkeeping instincts that time from Charlie Lyon midway through the first half, and Bennett Snedden called into action on several occasions for Los Dos, but an enterprising 45 minutes. Two teams that like to knock it around. They're both going for it, but nothing to show for their efforts. Nevertheless, if you're a Los Dos supporter, a better first half than what we saw against Seattle or Orange County. Well, trying to right the ship after a good outing the last time out against Portland. 45 minutes in the books, still 45 minutes to go. Our halftime score reads Los Angeles Galaxy 2-0, Orange County Soccer Club 0.
Angeles Galaxy are rampant.
We are at Catskill Elementary School in Carson, California. LA Galaxy 2. The players and the staff is here passing out shoes for the elementary kids. It's been a great event, a ton of fun, and obviously the kids have had a great time getting a new pair of shoes.
Today, LA Galaxy Foundation has partnered with Shoes That Fit, a nonprofit organization that believes every child should have a brand new pair of shoes to be athletic and be able to have a healthy lifestyle in and out of the classroom. So what we did today was we adopted 100 elementary school students from Catskill Elementary. We were able to gift them all a brand new pair of athletic shoes. We also were able to donate to their library with over 200 books. We will continue to support them and have them out at our first Galaxy 2 match on March 25th.
And welcome back to the StubHub Center Track and Field Stadium. Halftime here, Los Dos 0, Orange County SC 0, and this big Southern California Classico or Derby or whatever you want to call it. It's the battle for bragging rights in this region. No goals between these two. Christian Miles alongside Ralph Perez. Roll the tape. Let's take a look back at some of the first half highlights. And there's a lot to look at here, Ralph, because both goalkeepers were pretty busy, especially on Los Dos' end with Bennett Snedden putting in some standout work, but it was Los Dos trying to draw first blood early on, and what was a great start for them.
Well, that was a great ball that got in behind and just couldn't get anybody the opportunity to knock it across. But this one here, when we look at Orange County, it was a good ball whipped in the box, and the keeper comes well there to save it. But this one here, when they played this ball over the top on the flank here, this is good, like you said. There's going to be a good little matchup for those two going at one another. He cuts inside and really hits a shot low, and a good save by the Galaxy keeper there.
And LaCroix, his pace was something for Los Dos to fear. Snedden read that situation to perfection. But hey, credit to Orange County SC. They kept chipping away, and LA nearly caught wanting there momentarily. But once again, the scrambling Snedden saves the day.
Well, he was busy, and he had to come out of his area on a couple of times, saved there by the defender for the Galaxy because the keeper came and got beat. So again and again, OC put some pressure on them, but this one here was the best chance of the night, and that there was a world-class save. I mean, he's going one direction, Lyon has the recognition, get the hand up and parried that one over the top.
Yeah, and then Los Dos had the better of it in the late stages. Zubac, nice 1-2 played in, denied by Wibius, and then LaCroix played in, glazing that one wide, and looks for both of these two teams, but perhaps finishing that in combination with some great goalkeeping, keeping things goalless here in what has been an intriguing match day 5 in USL action and a big battle of these local rivals. It is halftime here, Los Dos 0, Orange County SC 0. Keep it right here. There's more coming up right after this.
We've raised the stakes. Expectations are high. Our biggest season yet will break records with elite players and future stars. Innovative technology and new homes. We're growing the game in our communities and across the nation. Are you ready?
4 was the lucky number this week, as 44 goals found the back of the net, with 4 players scoring at least 2 goals in the 4th week of the USL season. Let's take a quick look back at each one.
Flip throw again and fires it into the box. Ball comes down, setting up a bicycle kick, and it's in!
Ball in for Valesky, the touch, and there's the finish. It falls, the shot is in!
Fleming's cutting it back. Left-footed score! Silva on his left, playing it across. Dequa's header. Top of the box, great turn. Bezecourt with the right. 87th minute, they take it early. Wide open, Abidor.
Dos Santos, Sutton off his line, shot from distance, and it's in. Head toward the goal, and in! Come on, Bembo makes a move. Bembo! Bembo! The score! Is Williams. Quick throw in though, and he's found Williams. Whoa, there's 3, it's a hat-trick. Pushing forward from his defensive position. Swings it in. GB got a head on it. NFC Cincinnati. There, Harrison Delbridge is a big target. Up to GB. He shoots and he scores. To Mitch. Here's a great opportunity. Corbin Bone into the box, across to GB, and a hat trick. Now it's Kenny Walker. And GB's calling for it. On to Walker, and GB has his 4th for the night. Banjo on the run, has the angle, bang, side net. Davis, left-footed strike, he puts it in! The initial shot is saved, and then the follow-up. Bends it in, right side to goal!
Glory, the shot, the save, the putback is in the net.
For USL Network, I'm Morgan Conklin.
The International Champions Cup, a collision course of the world's best players. They understand no boundaries, no borders, only their crest and the cup. Passion, rivalry, experience greatness in person. Manchester City against Real Madrid, July 26th, Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. Tickets on sale now at internationalchampionscup.com.
The pitch is a sacred place where tradition is honored and respect is earned.
The pitch is a sacred place where every match, the goal, is perfection. Union Galaxy, Saturday, April 29th at 7:30, only on Spectrum Sportsnet.
And welcome back to Carson, California, here at the StubHub Center Track and Field Stadium. Week 5 of USL Soccer. Los Dos battling their Southern California rivals, Orange County Soccer Club. 45 minutes in the books, no goals between these two old foes. Christian Miles alongside Ralph Perez. Orange County Soccer Club take on LA Galaxy 2 on Saturday, May 6th at Orange County Great Park. Tickets on sale now at orangecountysoccer.com/tickets. So Ralph, an entertaining 45 minutes, some goalkeeping heroics. And what would you like to see more out of both Los Dos as well as Orange County heading into the second half here?
Well, I think both teams, have done a good job as far as getting their game in order a little bit and putting pressure on the opponent. I think it's very clear how Orange County wants to pull and build their attack. I think for the Galaxy the same. I mean, the key for me, I think the two players that are really the threats for both teams. I mean, Ethan Subek is definitely the man for Los Dos, and clearly Duke LaCroix is the guy that OC is really looking for as well. So what I see in the second half is with these young players, can they elevate their game? Can they be a little better finesse in the final third? Can they make some better runs in that box when Zubek's wide? Can you find yourself getting a chance just like the Galaxy had one on a restart? It's going to be a contested game, but I tell you, the way that the teams are playing, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a high-scoring affair. So I think, the goalkeeping has played a big role in this game. And the second half, I think that'll be the big issue, which goalkeeper can be put to the test. And clearly, what I see a little bit is the Galaxy got to get a little bit more patience on their build-up, because they can build it and can do a little better. Where I thought what really changed a little bit for Orange County was they started to build a little more and put more connection in their game.
So Ethan Zubak and Los Dos trying to stop the bleeding after 3 consecutive defeats against San Antonio, Phoenix Rising, and last weekend by Seattle Sounders FC2. Meanwhile, Orange County SC, after a week off, back in action, looking to make it back-to-back wins before these two meet for the second of 3 meetings this season in a couple of weeks' time at the Orange County Great Park on May 6th. It should be a good one. Of course, they'll tangle in August as well here at the StubHub Center, but trying to get things going here in their first meeting. The 10th time these two have clashed. Of course, Orange County Soccer Club undergoing vast amounts of change. Los Dos heading in a new direction. Youth shall be served this evening as Mike Munoz has rung in the changes, making 5 to be precise from the team that lost against Seattle last weekend. And of course, Orange County making their 3 after that big 2-1 victory away to Portland. So it's as you were for Los Dos. No changes for Mike Munoz and company as he keeps with the same 11 that started so positively. Bennett Snedden putting in some great performances and several occasions in goal, equaled by the 25-year-old goalkeeper Charlie Lyon in between the pipes today for Orange County. We shall see what's in store. Los Dos, if you're just joining us, kicking from left to right, and the second half is underway. LA Galaxy 2 donning their Galaxy blue and looking for a positive start in half number 2. And reclaimed by Orange County. Nicely getting stuck in is Rio Fuji, who just picks the pocket that time of Carlos Alvarez. Says have some of that. Fuji getting into an advantageous position as well. And they've started with purpose before he's dispossessed by Joe Franco. Real confident stride about both of these two to start. Here's Hernandez. Puts it on that left foot. Hernandez, it was just clipped on its way in. He claims the deflection, but it's going to be a goal kick here for Orange County. So positive start, bright stuff. Hernandez has had some moments on his professional debut. Some trialists, but certainly a very young flavor for Los Dos. LA 2-1 winners the last time they met. Back in July last summer. Adonis Amaya on target alongside Jack McBean from the penalty spot. Trevin Caesar got one late on, but they're only able to see it through, and they've got a nice touch here from Zubak, who's onside. It's Zubak. Good recovery defensively by Orange County. Couldn't quite turn on the afterburners against the smaller, faster Sorto.
Well, it's interesting to see Oscar Sorto play in the center of defense. You know, he played always as a right back or a left back with Los Dos and the first team, and he's played very well there in that spot.
He's sturdy. He's not the prototypical center back, that's for sure. Not that towering 6-foot+ presence, but he's been very sturdy and read the game well alongside Salomon Hubies. Sorto part of that U.S. under-23 setup. And they need to look at Laurent Courtois, the Frenchman who's on the bench for Mike Munoz. It's a new setup this year with Kurt Onalfo and his crew heading up to take the place of Bruce Arena.
Well, you talk about musical chairs. That was really the musical chairs of the world. I mean, you know, national team, the first team, academy team moved to the second team. It really was something else what transpired.
Yeah, Van Uyk trying to show up that pace, and how about the recovery speed of Diallo? Does well to win it back on the throw. As you were for Orange County SC, the same 11 we saw from kickoff. Interesting to see what tweaks and adjustments will be made here in the second half. Day when Los Dos really need to get a positive result. Meus combines with Van Uyk. Nice lowlands from Europe understanding. Meus into a good spot, pulls it back. Van Uyk gets in and swept away by Ariano.
That was a nice break, though, how they broke down on the Galaxy's right side there, OC. And they're there again.
Yeah, a lot of space here for Meus to get across, and he puts it right in that danger area. It's an own goal. Orange County draw first blood. It was off of Angola. Catastrophic for Los Dos. Orange County SC take the lead early in the second half, 1-0.
Well, those are one of those things that when you whip, as I said earlier, when you put a lot of balls into the box, things can happen. And again, the Orange County broke in easily on the left side again, a whipped in ball. And again, when you're defending and you leave your feet and you slide in the box, you know, it just caroms off his foot to the upper V and the 90 on the backside. Nothing the keeper could do, and it's a shame. And now it's a funny situation in a sense that, you know, only 4 or 5 minutes in, the Galaxy 2 now find themselves behind, and as a young team, that's a difficult thing. And let's see how they react and can they overcome it.
So Alvarez pushing forward. Wind in Orange County's sails right now. The LNFC player drops it off. Here's Villalobos. So the own goal for Jean-Jospin Angola, who was recalled to the first 11 after being rested last week against Seattle. Looked as though it may have taken a hop on him just before he tried to clear, but the space was granted on the right-hand side of that Los Dos defense, and Orange County only too happy to take it. So 1-0 on the road, a good score line if you're the visitors. Off the head of Zubak on the free kick. And this is a real good test. When you've got a young group out there, it'll be interesting to see what kind of character, what kind of resolve they show.
Well, you know, you learned a little bit, you know, and surely when you concede a goal like that, which is a heartbreaker, to, you know, something that, you know, you never want to see happen, and now can you just let it go and move on and try to get back into the game?
Here's LaCroix, whose pace has been a force to be reckoned with. More space on this right-hand side. Van Uyck leaves it off, top of the box, turn, fire, off the post. Angola sweeps it away. And LA nearly caught for the second time in the space of 2 minutes.
That one I thought was in. I really did. When I saw it go off his foot, I thought that was going to get in on the post, but it hit square on the post and came right back out.
What a start here from Orange County at the beginning of the second half. First corner of the second half, and their third of the evening. A chance to double up here in what could be a very advantageous situation. They brought up the heavy artillery this time. LaCroix in there. It'll come off this left foot. Alvarez in the mix as well as it drifts over past the far post. Chased down by Victor Pineda and tidied up defensively by Juarez for LA Galaxy 2, but it's going to be a corner kick here for Orange County. This really has put a different spin on things. Ami Pineda, along with Van Uyck, standing over this corner. Los Dos can ill afford to let this one slip away so early after what was such a bright first 45 minutes. And this one pushed forward for Mayus, and the whistle going against Orange County.
Well, that was something there that I think that the young Los Dos have to deal with now is how you can find your game, get back into it. 8 minutes have gone by now. Can you get back into it and start to build again and start to play again and start working your way back towards getting the equalizer?
Angola, the teenager. One victimized by that Mayos cross. Possession coughed up at midfield now. Here's Sorto, the former LA Galaxy man. As you mentioned, Ralph, looking very assured in that new center back role. Played off of Estrada. Well, Zubak has had that moment of hold-up play for Los Dos. Estrada looking to run off the bigger, stronger Zubak, but still trying to front the first goal as a partnership. Here's LaCroix, meanwhile, who's dropped into a wider role. The kid from New Jersey, supported nicely by Ami Pineda, who's got acres of space in midfield, sprays a beautiful ball out wide on the right-hand side. This looks very good for Orange County. Drifts right behind Fuji before it's dispatched. Zubak forced to drop all the way back into his own half, and he's done well.
And kind of sometimes when you take a goal like that, like it's a punch in your gut, you get winded a little bit, but you work your way back now, and now that's the key here is, can you start to work your way back into the game and not let the Blues really kind of Orange County get back into this thing where they feel they can get that second goal. You really want to just manage it now, and they definitely dodge one off the post, but let's see what happens.
Beautiful header there from Estrada. It goes right behind Fuji. They can't string anything together at this point. Ami Pineda now works it wide. Villalobos. It's Pineda content to pull the strings in central midfield. Picks out Van Uyck, but the referee spotting something between Van Uyck and Diallo.
Well, those two are going at it, that's for sure.
Lonergan, 17 years of age, incredible. Zubak, the kid from Corona. And Estrada picks out Hernandez. Showing plenty of initiative, but couldn't work his way past the experienced Mayus, who's really looked to be a vital cog on the left-hand side of that Orange County defense. Once again, easily intercepted by Ami Pineda. He's found that pocket of space. Foot in there, but LaCroix retrieves. Keeping possession for Orange County, it's LaCroix, and really not enough power to bother Snedden on that occasion. Wave after wave seeming to come. Great ball from Van Uyck to pick out LaCroix. Tidied up by Hugo Arellano. It's all Orange County here at the start of half number 2, that's for sure. Ismaeus with a big ball across on the switch. Villalobos fancies his chances inside. Villalobos, and this time back-to-back saves held well by Bennett Snedden. Alvarez putting himself about. This is a point here, Ralph, where LA just need to get a hold of things, take a breath, and gather their wits. Well, fans, stay up to date on the latest USL news and information from around the league. Tune into USL Coast to Coast with Mike Watts on Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern on SiriusXM FC Channel 85. Also, don't forget, SiriusXM FC will air the USL Game of the Week. Please check USLsoccer.com for dates and times.
It's surely gone one way right now, and the Galaxy just got to keep defending well to keep it that way, to keep them off the board from the second goal.
Down the right, Victor Pineda has the support of Villalobos. Smart ball played in. Last off of the Galaxy defenders, so the second corner of half number 2 now for the visitors.
We got a sub here coming in for Orange County.
Yeah, see our first of the evening, and it's going to be the Englishman, Richard Chaplow. Way back when, capped by the England under-21 team. And he's going to come in replacement of Victor Pineda. Perhaps a wise decision. Remember, Pineda, the captain, carrying that booking. And he'll swap the armband for the Englishman. Likes to occupy that role in the center of that Orange County midfield. You see Logan Paz, the former Chicago Fire and MLS standout. He's the skipper in charge of this Orange County outfit.
Yeah, it's an interesting hire. I mean, someone who's really has played, obviously, in MLS for a long time, know him very well, but no real deep coaching experience.
Well, if there's anybody who could spot what's wrong in central midfield, it's Logan Paz. He spent so much time there as a player. So Los Dos will make their first switch, and the youngster will come off Estrada, and this is a positive sign. Ari Lassiter getting a chance to run out. Lassiter, of course, a big fixture, not just with Los Dos, but also with the first team, recovering from a groin injury. And a chance to play a pivotal role here, and perhaps could be exactly what the doctor ordered here, but not a bad shift tonight from Estrada, who made his Galaxy debut. First things first, however, Van Uyck right back on it and gives it away.
Well, there's a player that, you know, for me, Lassiter has tremendous upside. Concern always is of his career so far, you know, can he be a player that's kind of stays away from injuries? He's got talent. He's got all the talent in the world to play this game, and this substitution could really help the Galaxy if he could get the ball and be effective.
Now, we saw him as a substitute a few weeks ago away to Phoenix Rising, coming on at halftime for Turnley. Long ball over the top and a hard charging OCSC. Nicely tended to in the back by Diallo. Here's Villalobos, who's drifted over to that near side. He's got Mayus in support. Pineda trying to bend it across it, takes a bounce, and the quick reactions of Snedden putting out that fire.
And Snedden's had to do a bit of work so far in these first 15. And now let's see what the Galaxy can do in the next 15 here.
Yeah, he's getting his reps for sure tonight. That's one thing that is certain. Just gets away from Hernandez now. Here's Juarez in the center of the park in that new role for him after playing at right fullback last week. Nice touch from Vera on the return, the running from Zubak, but it's intercepted by Orange County. Taking what LA have thrown at them, that's for sure. Done well. This is Jerry Van Uwijk, a 25-year-old Dutchman. A lot of mobility up top here for this Orange County setup. Moose. As Villalobos to his left, trying to take on all comers. And Diallo didn't he do well defensively. Had to cover two.
Did that very well. You know, he got the one inside, then when the ball was played outside, he recovered to get to the outside.
Duke LaCroix now for Orange County, unable to turn, muscular defending from the big Cameroonian. Angola trying to atone. Here's Chaplow, the Orange County captain, supported by the fullback Franco, has got acres of space, delivers the cross, and right over the head of Alvarez. Pineda now plays it wide for Gustavo Villalobos. And he's full of all kinds of flicks and tricks, but Diallo says, not this time. And a chance now to break is Lassiter is brought down by Moose, and a free kick for Los Dos. So an outstanding few minutes for Bradley Diallo, relishing his role at right fullback tonight.
Well, he had two good defensive players in a row there. One where he was defending really in a situation where he was 2 against 1. A good tackle there, and let's see now what can happen for them.
Chaplow picks up nicely with Van Uwijk. LaCroix beautifully weighted. LaCroix is in. LaCroix sends it wide. That was going to be a tough angle. But once again, positive link play between Chaplow and LaCroix, opening up that LA defense.
Well, simple play, you know, just play a ball off his shoulder in, and then he just uses his pace, and the angle was wide, so obviously it didn't cut it back. He's got to cut that back to traffic.
Los Dos now surveying its options, appealing for the handball, and they're not going to get it. Ariano controls in the Orange County half, and this is where Los Dos really need a good spell right about now. Just trying to build some confidence and possession. Fuji going up and over the top. Food and drink for those Orange County defenders. Chaplow put under pressure, and he fouls at the top of the arc outside the penalty area, and it's going to be a free kick here for LA Galaxy 2, and a booking against the Orange County substitute, who becomes a second-man caution for the visitors this evening.
Well, I tell you, you know, one of the things that you look for now is just this, you know, a good free kick in a good spot, and let's see what the Los Dos can do with this one, because it's at a good spot to try to put this on goal.
Nike, a proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. So the co-conspirators, Ari Lassiter, may sit up for a left footer, and Rio Fuji, the Los Dos captain. And this could be advantageous and exactly what Los Dos need at this point in this match. 20 minutes gone in the second half, and a golden opportunity for an equalizer. I believe it's Fuji sizing it up. Lassiter on the run up, hits it, Lassiter, and a great save on the rebound. Los Dos pounce. It's Adrian Vera, right place at the right time, and Los Dos right back in it. 1-1. Game on here in Carson.
Well, as I was saying, you know, it's a good spot. It was a good area where you can get that free kick. If you hit it well, it's going to be on goal. And what was really good, even though it was a reaction save, he was there for the replay, as we'll see it now. You know, he hits it well over the top, but a good save, and the ball bounces back. And then from there inside the 6, that's an easy tap, and he just slides and beats the other guys. Vera does a nice job to pick up the garbage goal, but a nice strike there by the free kick. You know, was that Lassiter that hit that?
It was Ari Lassiter steering it in, and
he stroked that one well.
Yes, he did. Really fooling the keeper, so we're going to see another change here. Vera, the goal scorer, his last touch of goal, so you fault him for that. J. Arteaga coming in. Not much known about him, so Arteaga on. We'll see how he will add to this concoction for Mike Munoz, who managed to steal one on the set piece. Adrian Vera with his first goal of the season in timely fashion as we hit the midpoint of half number 2.
The Galaxy now are really trying to figure this one out now, is, you know, how they can get that second one, you know, and the key there, I think, is got to try to keep finding Lassiter.
Up and over the top, the pace of Lassiter trying to get in behind, read by his old teammate Sorto. I'm sure those two have clashed many a times in years past on those Los Dos training grounds. Franco dispatches. Doesn't go the way he wanted. Lassiter, who's really had a positive influence. Zubak can't do it. Lassiter right off the crossbar. My goodness, you want to talk about a game changer. Ari Lassiter is turning this one on its head.
Well, this is what he's capable of doing for me, Christian, and obviously I think he can even do it at the next level, meaning the guys that play on this coming Sunday. So he's a talent, and he's really showing it right now, what he can do for the game.
Third corner of the evening. Fuji takes it for LA, and rising at that far post was Zubak, who couldn't steer his header on target. But my goodness, Ralph, it was Lassiter who came on for Estrada, and he has changed this one. That's what quality will do for you.
Well, when we were saying it, you know, earlier when the game was like they had scored, and we were saying in the 60th minute, what can you do? And clearly, that was the wild card that, you know, Munoz has on his bench. You know, he had Lassiter. He said he was going to get him in there, try to get him 20, 30 minutes tonight. And clearly, I think going down 1-0 forced him maybe to bring him a little earlier than he wanted. But, you know, when you have that much talent like he does, he's definitely more than a game changer. I always kind of think that he's a kid that really has impressed me in the past couple of seasons, and now it's a matter of, can he go out there and really get you the game winner.
He's trying to take that next step. He comes from good stock. His father, Roy, of course, used to bang in the goals in Major League Soccer. Eligible internationally for both Costa Rica and the United States. He's featured for both youth setups. It'll be interesting to see who comes calling and who he gets his first cap with.
Well, the U.S. coach, I think, is very familiar with him, so
it's true.
That was in his backyard. I'm sure that Costa Rica is aware of it, because everybody knows what's available out there to their pool. So it will be an interesting decision that he makes.
Well, just a reminder, all USL matches are available live, free, and in HD on YouTube. Follow the action on the USL YouTube channel as well. Last time, I'm sure Bruce Arena keeping close tabs on him and maybe featuring at the youth level as well. Perhaps for the under 23s once again. Of course, Ari only 22. 9 goals in 2016 for Los Dos in 16 appearances. Second behind Jack McBean. Diallo, a little pressure, Van Uyvik. Tell you what, it was smooth sailing for Orange County SC. They were bossing this game in the first 20 to 25 minutes of the second half, but that has changed. And down goes LaCroix under the challenge, a meaty challenge from Angola. Tell you what, the teenager is really a man mountain, as they say. He's got the physique of a strong central defender, that's for sure.
Well, I think one of the things that you know, we hear all the time, and I think that's the big thing that's occurring. I think more so than I've ever seen in USL, MLS, young players getting opportunities to play at a very young age, and you know, you see it all the time in Europe. I mean, so why shouldn't it happen here in America as well?
And good to see Cameroonian influence really exerting itself. LA getting it with Angola, as well as Andre Zanga. Saw it last week for Seattle when they had Felix Chenkum as well as Nohu Tolo. And here's Duke LaCroix now for Orange County. Going to reclaim the advantage. Ball served over to the far side, chased down by Villalobos, supported by Joe Franco. High looping cross. Oh, and Snedden makes a whiff at it. The first mistake he's made, but he was fouled in the process. Took his lumps. Assertive goalkeeping nonetheless from the LA Galaxy netminder, that's for sure.
Well, you know, Franco's ball was a little too high and lofty, so he decided to come for it, and he was fouled on that. But you know, again, this game now, in these last you know, 18 minutes or so, will be interesting, because I think it's going to go both ways. I think each team is going to have their moments going, just because I think they're both really competitive, equal teams.
You can say it has been balanced the first 74 minutes. Bodies flying everywhere at midfield, and Itami Pinedo is very slow to get up. Chaplow on the restart. Hernandez able to sneak in there. Nice one too with Lassiter up for Zubak. Oh, he's done well, Ethan Zubak, taking on all comers before Franco able to backtrack and extinguish that fire.
But curious on the Franco kick, because there was a Franco that played for the Galaxy last year. I wonder if that's another player that moved over to OC, because the name sounds very familiar from me. That's a good box there, again, by, you know, Lyon. I mean, he's had a good game, and he's done very well tonight in goal for Orange County.
It was Joe Franco who donned the Los Dos shirt back at 2:15. You know the setup well now. Here comes Fuji with a quarter of an hour left in this one, and still a lot remaining in this script. So Fuji standing over it, Zubak right in the heart of it, along with Diallo. They brought up the heavy artillery from defense, and the referee wanting a word as Timothy Ford sorts out the boys. They're crying out for the go-ahead goal. Fuji's delivery, it's a good-looking ball in, right in front of everybody. And I tell you what, it was dangerous for Orange County, who come away unscathed.
That ball had some pace, and the way you want it driven in. And again, you know, now it's a matter of, you know, both teams looking for that chance, and it's good. It's a good battle here tonight, because I think that as we've seen, the keepers have done a good job of making the game very competitive.
Perhaps Bennett Snedden's best outing as an LA Galaxy goalkeeper. Remember, he only got 5 outings last year, backing up Clement Diop and the like. Now getting chance to sub in for Kempen, who's been part of the first team setup for Kurt Analfa. Possession coughed up, but reclaimed in the center. Nicely done by Arteaga. Finds his way to Hernandez, who's chopped down. Referee plays advantage, wide on the left-hand side. And here comes Los Dos. They need the cross. Fuji waits for it. Shields himself well as it comes out to the edge of the 18. And the referee didn't like what he saw there, as Fuji undercutting the Orange County player, and a free kick for the visitors.
Well, you know, it's one of those things where he, just doesn't play the ball. I think if he tries to play it and jumps, then maybe he gets away with it, but he just kind of did not play it and used his body to force the undercut action.
So a quarter of an hour remaining. And a critical quarter of an hour. Week 5 of USL. Happy to have you along wherever you may be. One of the headline matches on a very competitive Saturday in the USL division. Here's Van Oewijk. He's been quiet. He's lively though, going head-to-head against Diallo, who did well to stand his ground. Nicely picked out by Fuji in that withdrawn role in central midfield. Doing the dirty work.
Well, defending-wise, he's been spot on. The problem, I think, sometimes is when he's trying to carry the ball coming out of the back. That's and again, he's, in fairness for him, it's not his normal spot.
Remember, these two drew here last year in the first meeting. Now possession relinquished. Here's Alvarez. It's a 1v5. Alvarez is in. Diallo with the foot. Finally cleared away. My goodness, what a run from Carlos Alvarez. You can see why LAFC are so high on this young man. He's got a lot of MLS experience as well. Former #2 pick in Major League Soccer by the now defunct Chivas USA.
UConn boy, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Right from over there in Salesian High School in East LA.
So the corner coming up. Number 5 for OCSC. Lonergan links with Lassiter. Good movement by Hernandez. Tries to switch the perspective for the onrushing Zubak. He'll wait for some support. Zubak drops that shoulder, makes the decision before Villalobos gets his right foot to it. On the volley and blasted high. Bradley Diallo says, I don't get those chances too often, and when it sits up like that, I'm gonna let it rip.
Ambitious, ambitious.
Funny to see those players' eyes light up when they sit up like that. Chaplow very slow to get up right now. And just a reminder, LA Galaxy fans, sit back, unwind, and join Los Dos for this year's Wine Wednesday night on May 10th. Enjoy discounted wine specials as you watch the future of the LA Galaxy take on Real Monarchs SLC at 7:30 p.m. Fans can save money by purchasing their Los Dos tickets in advance online at lagalaxy.com/2. So Chaplow will get some medical attention here. 80 minutes in the books here, Ralph, and as Logan Paws looks on here for Orange County, what do you feel's in store here in the final stanza?
Well, you got both teams looking to pull a sub in here, as the Galaxy too are looking to get in Zico Bailey in there, and they're also looking to get in Fernandez.
Already making those 2 switches. There, the goal scorer brought off immediately after the go as Jake Arteaga came in. Tell you what, there might not be a better name in soccer than Zico Bailey right now.
Yeah.
Named after the Brazilian great, I wonder.
I'm sure.
Has to be, right? So Wilito Fernandez will get a run out.
So they made that switch for the injured player who came on.
So Chaplow to the bench. It's not good, and that's going to leave a big hole in the center of midfield. We'll see how this fits in. Julito Fernandez will run out. Zico Bailey. He'll come on. Torrey Hernandez comes off. And confirmation is Julito Fernandez will check into the game. So we'll see how they adjust their shape here. Orange County, they came out flying at the beginning of the second half, but the last 15 minutes have been all Los Dos. A drop of the shoulder from Franco, who's found that pocket of space wide on the right-hand side. LaCroix. And Fernandez is going to drop into that central role into attack, pushing, I believe, LaCroix into a wide role on the right-hand side. Sorto. One of two former LA Galaxy members in that defense today for Orange County SC. Flag is up on that far side. So we'll see the partnership. Van Uwijk and Fernandez. Long searching ball intended for Zubak, easily taken care of. Fuji for Bailey. Can't control Villalobos, says I'll take it. Van Uwijk drifting into that wide area on the left-hand side, supported by Ami Pineda. Switch out for Franco, who locates Alvarez, who gives it a ride now. This is Gustavo Villalobos, has the overlap from Roy Mayus. Good play from the fullback. And once again, Bradley Diallo read that to perfection.
Yeah, they cut it too tight, and he did a nice job of just sliding off and poking it away. But again, a nice movement by Orange County, getting the outside back, getting them forward and overlapping in the attack, and now they've drawn a corner kick.
Half dozen tonight for the visitors from Orange County. They may sit up on that volley. Mayu says, why not? He'll be wearing the armband now with Chaplow out. It's his enterprising play from that left back position that opened up the lead early on in the second half for Orange County SC. And the error committed by the defense. The only time Snedden has been beaten on otherwise, which has been a brilliant evening for the Los Dos keeper. Not a lot for Charlie Lyon to do, however, in the second half in that Orange County goal. The header from Bailey. Lassiter leading the line. Diallo just brought down in the process. Looking comfortable at right back tonight, no?
Yeah, I think, you know, very good on the defensive side. I mean, not a flaw there as far as his defensive play there. Coming forward, you know, still, I would like to see more of that from him with his experience. But again, maybe that's not in his game.
Fernandez. Good play from him, gives it away. The hold-up play was there, the passing wasn't. Fuji, a little too heavy on that return for the on-rushing Lassiter. Meus, oh, he skins his way on the nutmeg past Fuji. Zubak drawing the attention and fouling the Belgian. It'll be a free kick for Orange County. Referee reaching for the pocket. It's going to be a booking for Ethan Zubak. Clumsy challenge that time on Meus.
I think it was really a challenge that was made out of madness. You know, he just mad at the play and went out and intentionally fouled him. So now you give them the ball, you give them a free kick, and defeats the whole purpose.
And as they say, a little rush of blood to the head. 86th minute. Jerry Van Uwijk, the Dutchman, going to conjure up some magic. Not a bad delivery as well. Up the head of the Los Dos defense. Juarez is there. LA able to clear their line for the time being. It wasn't the dominant display in possession we saw in the first half from Los Dos at times. It can be served well if they could get a hold of it now. Just get a foot in midfield. Fuji misjudges that one. Lassiter does well. Good link play between he and Bailey. And here comes the pink-booted Ari Lassiter for Diallo. Good-looking cross. It's there. Oh, my goodness. The table was set far side as it's whipped right back across. Bailey's header was in, but the flag was up. What a cross from Diallo.
Yes, it was a good one. And that's what I'd like to see more of.
Quite the hairstyle from Zico Bailey. Nice turn as well. Links nicely with Fuji. Quick 1-2 out in front. It was there for Zubak, who was sizing up his chances. The striker was wide-eyed, but couldn't finish off what was a brilliant move, started by Zico Bailey and played in nicely by Rio Fuji. Tell you what, it's back and forth right now, and both teams want it. Villalobos around Arteaga, supported by Alvarez, who just gives it away, careless in the middle. And Bailey, who's looked very tidy, it's found its way for an onside Zubak. He's got Lassiter in front, but a lot of white shirts and a lot of work to do. Zubak with a shake. It's Ethan Zubak, denied by Lions.
Well, I tell you, he has really come into his own this year. Seeing how he's playing and seeing how he's Zubak, going forward. He looks very dangerous every time he has the ball at his feet.
89th minute. Alex Juarez will take the corner kick. Zubak enters the penalty area. Big Jean-Jospin Engola in there with Hugo Ariano. And this could be the magic moment. Is there a winner for LA Galaxy 2? High corner far post over the head. And finally popped up and cleared away. Tell you what, it is nervous. Los Dos would love nothing more than to take that 3 points into that bye week before the May 6th meeting in Orange County. The time is of the essence, that's for sure. Neither club has experienced a draw this season. Arteaga, and a little bit of a collision that time with Fernandez and Engola. Engola coming up the worst for wear, and it's going to be a booking for the substitute. The third man caution for Orange County SC is going to be Wilito Fernandez. So will be a free kick. As we move into stoppage time, 3 minutes will be added on. And time is of the essence right here. Is there a winner for Los Dos? And Fuji, a teasing ball in, the header was met, and I believe it was Zubak, but just steered clear. Ariano also up for it as well. It was Hugo Ariano. Last touched it. 2 of the prior 9 meetings between these two rivals have ended in draws. That was the case last April here in Carson. Mayus, shoulder to shoulder with Diallo, who muscles Fernandez off of it. Wibius trying to find his way to Ami Pineda. Diallo winning the duel and winning it against 2 attackers, but Mayos is there in support. Surveys his option, plenty of space for the Belgian, supported by Villalobos. Those two getting their lines crossed, and it last off of Jake Arteaga. 5 changes tonight for Los Dos, and it may reap a positive reward.
Well, when it was taking the own goal, you know, and going down 1-0, it looked bleak, and then the way it was going. But you got to give the young team a credit. They came back, Los Dos, and got a goal, and you know, fought their way back into the game.
The youngsters had a big say. Arteaga, as well as Jonathan Estrada. Jorge Hernandez who got the start. Here's Fuji, the veteran. Oh, beautiful ball up and over the top. Keeper thought about it. Zubak in a 2v3 along with Lassiter. Cuts it right back. It's Ethan Zubak! Oh my. It was Franco who got a foot to it, so there'll be another corner. Zubak calling his own number, an indicator of his growing confidence in his abilities.
Oh, this is going to be it. I mean, there's no doubt about it that you know, the challenge now, the most important thing is something simple, the cross, this corner to be taken well.
So the corner, this could be the last kick of the game over everybody. Not cleared. Angola! Oh my goodness, he got a foot to it, the big Cameroonian. And it took a deflection on the way out. And will there be another chance? Yes, for the LA Galaxy 2. It's now or never. He was just falling. Why not? He's joined by Diallo. Everybody forward but the keeper, Fuji. It could be short for Juarez here. Fuji with a high delivery, and that one doesn't quite go as envisioned, and 90 minutes are in the books. A very entertaining match of soccer tonight. It ends LA Galaxy 2-1, Orange County SC 1, and a balanced and perhaps a deserved result for both teams, Rob.
Yeah, I think when you look at it at the end, you know, a draw might be a fair result for both. But clearly for me, I think, you know, when you look at a game like this, the way it started out and the way it went, it had its ebbs, it had its lows. Clearly, you know, conceding the own goal, I thought, oh boy, that's going to be a tough one. And then the way it turned, but you got to, you know, give the youngsters credit. They rebounded and got a goal and off a free kick and rebound. And so, you know, it's, I think if you're clearly Mike Munoz, when we spoke with him yesterday with the 5 changes, the youth that he was going to have to put out there tonight, he's got to be happy that some of these kids responded the way they responded and managed themselves in a game like this tonight.
Well, the misery is over. The LA Galaxy 2 stop a 3-match losing streak. They get their first points since that opening day victory over Vancouver Whitecaps. It's the first draw of the campaign for them, and also the first draw of the season here for Orange County SC. It ends after 90 minutes. LA Galaxy 2-1, Orange County SC 1. Keep it right here on USLsoccer.com as well as LAGalaxy.com. We'll be right back to wrap things up after this.
We have to put our hands up when the sun goes down. We have to put our hands up when the sun goes down. We have to put our hands up when the sun goes down. We have to put our hands When the sun goes down. When the sun goes down. When the sun goes down. When the sun goes down.
Now 90 minutes of soccer on match day 5 at USL, and a good night at that, but not the result that the LA Galaxy 2 were looking for. They end up even Stevens 1-1 against their big rivals Orange County SC. And for just the third time in 10 meetings historically between these two, it ends in a draw. Christian Miles alongside Ralph Perez, and some defining moments. A good start in the first half. Let's take a look back at some of the better moments and a look back at the highlights, because there were chances coming in abundance way back in the first half.
Yeah, they got in very early on over the top. Good ball knocked across, a big-time save very late in the game there on Zubek's ball that he hits in the line. Does a good job of saving it. Then again here, they break in on the Galaxy back line, a shot over the top. And then I thought the own goal was unfortunate, but you know, this is the game itself. But the Galaxy were able to, you know, take that goal, you know, concede it, and then just stay with it until they drew a foul on top of the box, right on top of the D there. And then Ariel Lassiter, who had subbed in, comes in and just catches all of it, and the keeper gets a hand up on it. But Vera's right there for the rebound to tuck it away from about 3 yards out. So now it's 1-1, and then late in the game here, this ball that's just pumped in the box, you know, again and again, both teams pushing forward to try to get the winner. That one there, I thought might have been it, you know, when Zubek, you know, got in there. But, you know, I think overall, you know, what's pretty evident to me is that if this Galaxy 2 team is going to be successful and win games, they need Lassiter. They need the guys that are out, Mendiola, the Villarreals, that will give them the experience. I mean, I understand you want to play the young guys, you want to give people, but if they're looking to try to win games, they're going to need that experience mixed in with the youth. I mean, it's all positive. Don't get me wrong. I think tonight, you know, they didn't lose the game with after conceding an own goal, but clearly, you know, the challenge and the development, as you mentioned a couple times on the broadcast, some young players getting their first games, many of them getting an opportunity. You know, as it was told to us prior, you know, the average age was 20. I mean, the oldest guy the Galaxy had out there was, you know, was obviously Diallo. I mean, but I think overall, you know, the situation there, you've got one team going that way. You got Orange County, who's looking at some players that they're saying, hey, we want to see what these guys do for next year, meaning LAFC. So they got a chance to bring in players who they can really just look at in the USL League and make assessments and make decisions on which guys they want to bring in for their preseason next January.
One of those players featured tonight here for Orange County SC, Carlos Alvarez, wearing the number 10 in the center of midfield, but unable to steer his team to victory. And Los Dos and OCSC share the spoils, and both teams getting their first draws of the season. So that's going to do it for us. Once again, the final score here from the StubHub Center in Carson, California reads Los Dos 1, Orange County SC 1. On behalf of the entire crew, My good friend and partner, Ralph Perez, I'm Christian Miles saying good night from Carson.
This copyrighted telecast